think we're on the right place. Welcome to episode 11 of season 2 of A Time of Total Warfare. I'm Arthur Perkins. This is APGamingREAL. It's a week where we have the show again. Also, it's a week where Rad and I actually got to play Sea of Thieves. It only took us 6 tries.
I was going to say, you did the 6 things in the game and then you were done?
You know, the stream was called No SidAlphas, so you're not even allowed to comment on it.
It was a lot of fun. I died a lot, and I fell off the boat a lot. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you fell off the boat way more than any person who has sailing experience really should.
Well, I've always wanted to fall off the boat a lot, and it's better to do it in the game than it is in real life. I got to be honest.
I can contest it. I can say that's true.
Generally, if I fall off the boat in real life, there's serious problems because I'm usually the captain of the boat. So if I fall off,
everybody else is screwed.
There's not always somebody on the boat that can get the boat to turn around and come get me. So that would be really bad, actually.
It's entirely fair.
They would have to figure out how to drop sail and turn the motor on to just motor back and come and get me. Otherwise, it would not happen.
Okay.
So you're saying your crewmates lack the capacity to be able to do that unless they're being told how to.
Yeah. So I guess maybe I need to make sure I carry my waterproof cell phone with me so that if I fall in the water, I can call them and be like, all right, guys, this is what you need to do to come back here and get me.
And it turns out it's not as waterproof as you think it is.
Well, then it's a long swim then, I guess. If I'm not with my dad or my brother, I'm in a pretty bad spot. Safety first, guys. Safety first.
Yeah. Always
be the most capable person and irreplaceable skill set on the boat. That way, if you fall off, everyone else has to die along with you because they can't get back to shore either. So
that's something viable for any situation, really.
Yep. Yeah. All of that advice is terrible. Don't follow any of it.
All right, let's go ahead and start introductions with Sid. How's it going?
It's going. There hasn't been a whole lot going on this week. It's been kind of, dare I say, anticlimactic compared to the past few weeks. There haven't been any huge Twitter wars. YouTube has been YouTube. There hasn't been any major controversies. It's been nice. It's been a bit relaxing. I haven't had to fight anyone and everyone, and I like that. Maybe I'm getting lazy in my old age. I don't know.
Did you say you didn't like that?
No, I do like that.
Oh, okay. I was about to be really confused.
I don't like not fighting everyone in sight.
It wouldn't be out of character at times, but
that's true. No, I've been playing a bunch of games, at least a little bit of a bunch of games. I just got a review code for what is that? Wolf Hunter DLC for Elder Scrolls Online, which I don't know why they keep sending me review code for this stuff. I don't play Elder Scrolls Online. So I'm like, if I were to review this DLC, I would have to spend time to get a character leveled up to the point where I could play it. So it's like, I'm sorry, I don't have the time to invest in that. Maybe if you sent me like an item that would auto level my character, I'd give it a go. But,
is that how it works?
Thanks Bethesda for doing that, but
I figured that the DLCs would be, you could be level 1 and go through it if you felt like it.
I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
I'm just assuming that's how little I play Elder Scrolls Online. I'm assuming that's how it works because
I remember you getting sent the Somerset Isles one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I downloaded and installed the game, and I activated the code, and then I never actually played the game. I didn't even create a character yet.
Just copy someone else's review.
That's all the rage.
Yeah, apparently that is all the rage. Yeah,
it's the industry.
I don't know. I could do an apology way better than that guy though.
Sorry?
Because I would
There we
actually
go.
apologize.
Exactly, man. Play to your strengths. Steal a review and then do a fantastic
apologize
apology
for it.
video, man. Your credibility will go through the roof. I'm telling you, it'll be a net
You know,
gain for sure.
I do feel a little bad for IGN through all that, because it's
You
like
do?
it's one of those times where they actually did nothing wrong, and they're catching a lot of shit from people for it too. And it's like they've actually been handling this really well. I mean, they investigated, they saw that it was a problem, they dealt with it, they apologized to the parties affected, and they continued investigating. When it came out that more of his stuff was suspect, they nuked all of his content off of their website, not having it.
That's the right
So
reaction.
it's one of those times where I love ripping on IGN and Kotaku and Polygon and all them, because it's just so easy to do. But in this particular instance, they've done everything right, which that's a rare feeling to where I have to say I can't yell at IGN for something.
Usually all you can do is just shake your fist in the air and say, "Dang it."
You sooner or later they'll.
next time, Gadget.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's pretty good.
Nah, that's basically all I got. It's been a pretty mellow. We actually do need to do a video talking about all the extra plagiarisms that it's been found out that guy's done.
Allegedly, he was doing it before he even fucking joined IGN or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. So far, I know of at least 5 of his reviews that were plagiarized from somebody else's content. So, good job, Philip. Way to end your career.
Wah, wah, wah.
Look, Sid, when you're not calling out IGN reviewers, do you have anything else going on?
Ex-IGN reviewers. No, we almost had CanCol on Monday. Unfortunately, Mother Nature conspired against us on that one, so that's a shame. I missed that. I was looking forward to that, but hopefully we'll have that again.
Oh, you didn't
this
know,
upcoming
Sid?
Monday.
You didn't know? We're actually
What?
canceling CanCol and using the Chinese version of CanCol, Azure Lane, which just released its open beta, and is the hot new product.
Okay, now listen.
It's
I don't
very
know this
threatening.
thing.
Why have you got a knife to your computer?
In case
Why
the
don't
ninjas
you
attack.
have one?
It's in case the ninjas
It's like,
attack.
I'm surprised I don't have one of my
got a
swords
pair of-
nearby.
I've got a pair of scissors.
Oh, Sid, do you
Well,
have a fedora, Sid?
Okay, and if anyone
Fedora? No.
Yeah.
Blade can get
Or
arrested.
trench coat, fedora. Sid, look,
No.
like everybody's like, you mean you don't have knives nearby?
No, I don't.
Red. I have a pair of scissors.
No, here's
Are
the
those
thing.
pink handles? Please tell me they're pink.
I actually don't.
Sure, they can be pink. I mean, that's the beauty of black and white, right? They can be whatever color you want.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Neon
Okay,
pink.
Here's the thing. In the UK, you can't carry 6-inch knife blades with us. Or even 3-inch in some cases. Freaking UK stupid with
You're in England. You can't even carry around a potato peeler.
Yeah, a drill bit. That's
Wow.
A drill bit.
Oh, it's funny.
it'd be a little bit difficult to do that, but yeah.
Yeah, you're as likely to hurt yourself as you are.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I could attempt to stab someone, but I'll probably just end up cutting myself. But
Yeah, here's the thing. There's a stupid law in the UK. If you put a postage stamp with the Queen's head on it upside down on the letter, it's an act of treason.
We have this stupid law in Texas where you're not allowed to carry a
That sounds
grenade
like
launcher with
somebody's-
you wherever you want to go. I can't stand it. It's ridiculous.
I've
Yeah,
even
that's
looked it up.
going way too far.
Come on,
No,
dude.
I mean, they're
Like,
they're making
my
the move.
town,
They are.
It is
Very-
illegal for you to walk your pet alligator down the sidewalk.
It's absurd.
At least Texas is making stab swords. They made it legal for you to carry around a sword, right?
Oh, and I do.
That's actually a law in the books.
I don't leave the house without my gladius strapped to my side.
You know what?
Here's the thing.
Have you seen that Door Monster video where they're like, yeah, now you can carry swords in Texas?
No, I haven't.
And then
Wait,
they
what?
they just go through a list of all of the Final Fantasy swords. They're just showing bigger and bigger swords until they get to one that's like the size of an aircraft wing.
God.
He's like, I'll need this for self-defense.
It's like this 20-foot wide hilt and this little stick handle.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, I don't really have anything else going on. I've got videos lined up, videos ready to go, and I've got Battletech, which Battletech is great. I like Battletech. Should
That's it.
probably move on to someone else though, because I'm running out of things to talk about, and I hate the idea of a stream with a bunch of dead
My
air.
God. SidAlpha having run out of things to talk about? Jesus.
It's been a quiet week. I could talk about day job stuff, but I guarantee you that's boring as hell.
Yeah, no. So let's jump over to Rad. What do you got for us?
Hi, I'm Raddosaurus. So we're having a show now 2 weeks in a row. It's amazing. It's incredible. I'm thrilled to be here. I've had a pretty run-of-the-mill week, I guess. Actually, that's not entirely true. This week has been the end of summer vacation for my family. So my son has gone back to school. My wife has been back to work this week, and she has her first day of students is tomorrow. So it's been pretty hectic. It's been a pretty wild week. Been very busy trying to facilitate all of the routine change that's been coming down the pipeline. I've been doing my food delivery job a lot lately too, so it's just generally been very busy. I've had a lot of time for recreation or rest, really, either of those things. So it was a really nice change of pace to be able to sit down and play some video games with my buddy Arthur last night. I had fun being a jackass while Arthur had fun. Well, I don't know if Arthur had fun. I had fun being a jackass while Arthur tried to be like professional and efficient. And I just entertained myself trying to throw that off as much as possible. This was pretty good. We had a good time. Or I had a good time. Hope Arthur had a good time. He said he wanted to play again, so at least he's pretending like he had a good time. Or he's assuming that I got it out of my system and it'll be different next time, but it won't.
If you need a third, I've got Sea of Thieves and I've not really played it yet.
Hey, yeah, for sure. I always need someone else to be firing cannonballs, and then I sneakily jump inside the cannon and get myself fired out of the cannon instead. Well, I'm supposed to be piloting the boat so that we run into stuff. It's great. It was a good time.
No.
Isn't that how you're supposed to play?
Now you
Yeah, that is how you are supposed to play.
Oh my God.
Now
All
you
right,
took-
look, I want to reference that situation. Rad is driving the fucking boat. We have video evidence that this is true. Rad is driving the boat. And so I'm like, okay, Rad is driving the boat. I am going to fire the cannons. All right, so here I am repeatedly firing the cannons at the skeleton that's trying to bombard us on land, and I nail his ass.
Fantastic.
And the very next thing that happens is Rad jumps in the cannon, and I'm firing it, and I'm like, wait a second, if I'm firing you out of this cannon, isn't this boat at high speed headed directly towards land? And by the time I finished that statement, we had crashed. And we're now wall riding along the island. Leaks are springing up everywhere.
Pretty good.
And I'm like, all right, drop anchor, get the ship straightened out, bail out the water, put up all the fucking blanking, and then bail out the water again. Rad is wandering around the island having fun stabbing people. And here I am fucking cleaning up after his goddamn mess, and he insists that he wasn't driving the boat, but we have video evidence that he is driving the fucking boat.
I was like, driving the boat was not my responsibility. It definitely
You could have just flipped the goddamn steering wheel to the left so we wouldn't have crashed before you got in the
It's
cannon.
true. And then when I finally found the boat and Arthur was like in a panic trying to keep us from sinking our ship and losing all the, I guess we had treasure at that point.
Yeah.
I started scooping up water and throwing it back in the boat.
And I was super pissed because I threw water out of the boat and then the water level goes back up. And Rad's like, oh, I just threw some water on it. And I was like, you did what, bitch? You did what?
Okay. We need to smuggle some of this super valuable seawater with us back where we're going. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah, of course you did.
I still haven't found my kid a see-through backpack. Apparently that's all the rage now. Every school in the country of America seems to have switched to see-through backpacks. So like you can't get them online. They're all out of stock. I've been going to Walmart every day trying to get one. So
Is that to be like, they can't hide a gun?
yes. Okay. Look, don't even get me started on all of this peace of mind, school district legislation security crap. There's
no
no
legislation that they have to use see-through backpacks?
I should use the word legislation loosely, right? Because it's school district policy. It's voted on by the board and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And I actually meant to go to a board meeting to stand in front of the school board and complain about it the other day, but I had to work, unfortunately. So I'll try and make it to the next one. Because I am that person. I'm that person that shows up to a school board meeting and bitches out like the 6 yahoos that sit there making decisions about our school district.
No, I'm the same way.
So yeah, they changed. So my kid's in first grade this year, and they changed a bunch of policies, and a lot of them were district wide, right? These are district policies, and they switched to see-through backpacks only. So backpacks have to be clear or mesh. And I don't know if you've ever had one of those backpacks, but they're fucking trash. They last like 2 or 3 months, and they fall apart. They're horrible. But anyway,
yeah.
They made it to where you can only come and visit your child like 1 day a week. So like if your kid's a first grader or second grader, you can only come on like Wednesday, right, to eat lunch with your kid or whatever. And in elementary school, go and eat lunch with your kids, kind of a big deal. I mean, at least it's a bigger deal than when they're in like middle school and high school. So it's kind of like, well, if you're a shift worker or something, like what if you work on Wednesdays? Like you could now, whereas before you could go eat lunch with your kid 2 or 3 times a week, you now can't eat lunch with your kid at all. And like, what if your kid's birthday, it doesn't fall on the right day? Like you can't go take your kid like birthday lunch at school. And there's a slew of other things.
That wouldn't fly with me.
No, me neither. It's not going to. I'm just going to show up.
America's weird. Sorry.
It is, right? And then there's another thing.
Yeah, what
where,
are
like,
they going to do? Say no, you
birthday
can't
lunch.
see your kid? Fuck you.
You can't
lunch.
You can't pack water bottles. So like reusable water bottles, and I think that's a rule designed for high school because they don't want high school kids bringing in like unknown fluids. But if you're a high school kid and you want to bring booze to school, like I don't know, that's not going to stop you, right? Like you're going to get a water bottle and you're going to fill a disposable water bottle up with clear
vodka.
Booze. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
there was more than one instance where my Coke was.
It happened all the time when I was in high school. I'm pretty sure both teachers and students were doing it, but
I could name a couple of teachers that were probably doing it in my high school.
Never mind, that's a different story. I won't go into that. But yeah, so there's a bunch of these rules, and they're all predicated on this idea of like increased security in our school. But my question is, as a quantitative person, like where's the data on this? Where's the national data that shows that clear backpacks increase school security and decrease the likelihood of like a school shooting or school violence? Where's the data that shows limiting parent visitation? Like how many school shootings have occurred with a parent coming up to the school and hiding a pistol in their jack-in-the-box?
It's
zero.
It's just like the TSA. It's all security theater. It's just meant to make people feel like they're more secure, even though it does absolutely nothing at all.
It's a bunch of quote unquote security, which really provides peace of mind and peace of mind only, and only for those ignorant enough not to recognize it for what it is, which is it's the school district creating a bunch of rules and regulations that are at no cost to the school district. That's the key there. They're not spending any money on any actual security for the children. Instead, they're putting all of the onus, the financial responsibility, and the inconvenience on the parents and the families that attend that school district, instead of spending any money on actual security doors or, panic buttons or things like that. So it's a money saving scam. What it really is for the school district, that basically makes it less convenient for my kid to go to school in one of their schools. So I said don't get me started, but you really had no choice. I got started anyway. I've been very. That's been a.
I mean, with something like that,
real frustration this week.
You're not the only parent here, so there was no way that wasn't going to happen. So.
Yeah, it's so dumb. And if you don't have kids,
when I went to school.
Mm-hmm.
Right, there was one school shooting, and then they banned guns, and that was it.
Smart move. See,
nothing, and there's not been in my knowledge. I don't think there's been another school shooting.
But when you say they banned guns, it's not that guns were allowed in school and then they weren't, right? Like they banned guns.
They just banned.
They were
guns.
gone from the place that you live. Yeah.
Guns were highly regulated. They aren't banned.
Sure.
In the UK, you could still buy bolt action freaking AKs, but the gas block's been freaking sealed shut. So you have to, every time you want to shoot, pull back the freaking action to shoot one shot at a time.
And I'm not trying to spark a firearms debate on Arthur's channel here. I don't think any of us have any interest in that discussion.
Yeah.
People have different opinions, and they're all entitled to them. America's a great place. You can have whatever opinion you want, and that's true for most of the civilized first world countries. People are allowed to have opinions. So
that's why the First Amendment exists.
So I won't get into that, but just sending my kid back to school has been frustrating this year. I guess that's the moral of the story. Rad's frustrated, but it's been fine. He went back to school. He's adorable. He's doing great. So today was his second day. He's dragging ass because he's super tired because he hasn't adjusted to the new routine yet. But it's fine. Other than that, I don't think I have a whole lot going on. It's just been work, trying to get everybody back to school. I'm kind of excited. I'm starting a new D&D group on the weekend of the 24th. So I've been playing with some people that I've never played with before. The art teacher from my wife's school that she works at. So I think that'll be pretty cool. I haven't decided how obnoxious of a character I'm going to create yet, since I'm going to be playing with a bunch of strangers. I'm probably going to go super. I'm going to play it super simple. I think probably because I think they're all going to be relatively new players, and my wife and I are going to kind of be the two veteran players. So I think I'm going to make a meat shield, and she's going to make a healer, and that way everybody else can be whatever they want to be, and it'll probably be okay. It might not be okay, but I won't care. Like, I don't care if my character dies. That's fine.
So you're not GMing.
So you make a wood elf.
No, I'm not. Which is
terrified of the color brown.
Yeah,
and green.
We're playing Tomb of Annihilation, which I have never played, so I don't really know anything.
Oh, Rad! Oh, no.
I've heard expect a lot of player death, which I'm fine with. Again, so. I talked him into letting me play a Warforged, so I would be immune to disease and poison and all that kind of stuff.
Brad?
To give myself a leg up a little bit. And I'm playing one of my favorite classes, a Paladin. Actually, I haven't decided between playing a Paladin or playing an Eldritch Knight. I've never played an Eldritch Knight. I know they're one of the weaker fighter subclasses, but
Eldritch Knights can be a lot of fun, though.
Just gotta get to level 7. Get to level 7.
So we'll see.
Action Surge, double Fireball.
So if you have any, if you want to send me on Arthur's Discord, if you want to send me your Tomb of Annihilation advice, no spoilers, please. Feel free to do so. I'll take whatever recommendations.
Bring cows.
Bring cows. That's not a recommendation I expected to get.
Yeah, you gotta feed the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I'm going to give you a single word warning on the Tomb of Annihilation, Rad. Obelisk. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and sure, there are like dinosaurs, but they call them, I think, behemoths, technically, in the lore.
I thought about playing a Druid of the Shepherd and being able to summon like a lot of animals, but I think I wanted to cut the DM some slack. I don't think he's the most experienced DM in the world, so I didn't want to do like a summoner heavy class that really put like a lot of strain on like combat and initiative orders and things like that. So I decided to play it pretty simple. That's what I wanted to play, but I didn't because I was showing mercy. Because otherwise I'd break the game by summoning like 8 wolves in a combat and having them run around and do everything. So yeah, that's my extended intro. I haven't seen any cool movies or watched any shows. Oh no, I have. I finished season 2 of Stranger Things, which of course has been out for like forever, but I finally watched it. And it was good.
Yeah, if you can't finish Stranger Things in Halloween week, you fucked up real bad. So Stranger Things season 3 is more likely to come out at this point.
If you like Stranger Things and you'd like to do a role play that's similar to Stranger Things, check out Tales from the Loop.
What's it called?
Tales from the Loop.
Okay. I will check that out.
It's the future of the 80s if they had particle physics and kids could just make nuclear reactors in their backyard. And you play as children.
I love future 80s. I think that's a fantastic. It's one of my favorite.
Future 80s
settings.
Is great.
It's one of my favorite settings. So yeah, I will definitely check that out.
Where else could you get a laser cassette player?
I know, right? Who else wears? Where else could you get fit adjusting single touch high tops and auto drying jackets and hot pink hoverboards?
A power glove hacking system.
Mm-hmm.
Carbon fiber.
You get that in the actual 80s. You just need David Hasselhoff to show up.
It's true. That's why Kung Fury is one of my favorite.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a great one.
It's like dystopian, like future 80s. I love it.
I showed that to one of a couple of my mates, and they're like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, I've had that reaction. I get real
One of the
excited.
greatest things you'll ever see, so stop complaining.
I get real excited and show people that, and they're like, "What the fuck am I watching?" I'm like, "Well, I have to reevaluate our friendship now." But
Yeah.
Sorry, what are you talking about?
Kung Fury.
Kung Fury.
Kung-
I've never heard of
free,
it.
The entire movie's on YouTube for free.
It's pretty great.
I mean, go watch it on Netflix.
It's got
Is
Is
it
it on
on
Netflix?
Netflix?
It's
not
on
UK
Netflix and YouTube. So
it's on
It's
Netflix
on
and YouTube.
Oh, okay, I don't know if it's on UK.
Oh, holy
Netflix.
shit! I know what
I'll
I'm
send
watching
you-
tonight.
I'll send
Kung
you the
Fury.
videos. I'll send you both the video because I have it on one of my favorite lists.
In the opening scene, when the villain starts to shoot people through a phone nonsensically, like you realize that you've truly found what it is you've been looking for your whole life and didn't know you were looking for it.
yeah, that's pretty much that movie. Yeah, just
Can I
I
ask
didn't
a
know I
question?
ever wanted this, but you know what?
So-
I'm okay with this.
So, what is everyone's favorite movie from the 80s? If you had to pick one,
Oh, Terminator.
It's good. That's a strong choice. That's a strong pick.
I
Well,
don't know.
I don't know if that's my absolute end-all be-all favorite, but it's definitely top 5.
RoboCop is one of my favorites.
Terminator,
Amazing.
RoboCop.
I'm too young to give a shit about 80s movies.
I put
Like,
the,
I don't even know what era movies were made in.
The Princess Bride.
I mean, I guess that would probably be the one.
I don't.
I mean,
I'm
I mean,
not.
for me, like the 80s had like the holy trinity of children's movies. You had The Princess Bride, you had Dark Crystal, and
Oh,
You
Labyrinth.
list The Princess Bride as a children's movie?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Offhand, I'd say a lot.
I didn't
Yeah.
actually like the Princess Bride, but hey.
Yeah, it's not very. It's,
That's not child. I mean, like maybe a late teenager that might be an appropriate movie, but other than that,
I mean,
It's got
I
a
was
lot of
watching
adult
rated
humor
R
in
shit
it.
when I was
yeah,
like 8, 9
people
years
be
old,
dying
so-
left and right. They're doing drugs, Holocaust references,
Yeah, I
slow torture, threatening to like chop a man up until he's just completely disabled.
I love all of the movies that everyone has mentioned so far.
I feel like I've led a very unsheltered life to
Is
where
Land
a lot
Before
of other
Time in
people
the
are like,
80s?
oh my god, that's appalling, and I'm just like,
Yes.
All right.
yeah.
They had all the was it John Bluth? Was the guy that did all the cartoons that were not Disney cartoons?
Think it
Something
was.
I like
Um,
the Warriors.
Where's a good one?
Warriors.
Should we keep going with the intro since it's almost 9 o'clock?
Sorry.
Who are we
That's my
on?
fault.
James? I feel like it's James's.
Yeah, sounds good.
On them goes James, myself, and
I will
English.
know. I put.
No, did we do James's intro yet?
No.
No.
Yeah. We're going clockwise on the overlay. Calm down,
I'm
Pondo. We're not even 30 minutes into the intro yet. Okay, we're not on Okeanos time.
Hey, my cop-out answer for favorite 80s music is Empire Strikes Back because it's my favorite movie anyway.
Was that in the 80s?
Yeah, 1980 is when Empire
Yeah,
Strikes Back.
I'll fucking jump on that one then. Yeah.
My favorite movie.
First Star
period.
Wars was 79.
Yeah, my favorite movie in general just happens to have also come out in the 80s. So I get to like I said, it's a cop-out answer, but that's
Was
my
it
answer.
79, 82, 84?
No, 77, 80,
Yeah,
and then
77,
84.
80, and 84.
77, 80, 84. That's
I put Kung Fury in the Zoom chat, by the way.
All right.
James, what do you got for us?
What have I got? I just want to debunk one thing. Putting the Queen's stamp upside down on the on an envelope is
Uh-huh.
not treason or illegal.
You were
Oh,
wrong. Haha.
That's
Okay.
true. There's plenty of things that normally would be treason, but are no longer treason and not
That's right.
illegal anymore.
okay,
So-
so
Openly discussing a criminal
Okay.
conspiracy, no longer treason if you're a sitting
right.
congressman.
Just go ham with your Queen stamp, guys. Just
Yeah.
fucking
Put them
nuts.
upside down,
Do it
inside out.
sideways, upside down, whatever. you
I
know?
do know.
Put it the wrong side up and then tape it.
I do know dying in the House of Parliament is illegal because
It's illegal to
crap
die in
vote.
House of Parliament.
Sorry, I might have to. No, I'm not. I'm not going to Google everything, but yeah.
That is just.
According to the BBC.
I'm sorry,
the-
but that just sounds so completely British. Like it's illegal for you to die here because how dare you inconvenience someone else, sir?
You're going to make a mess all over the floor.
You are legally legally liable for a state funeral, meaning it's paid to by the taxpayers, like Margaret Thatcher, the witch that got a state funeral, which no one wanted her to. Well, a lot of people didn't want to have one.
Jeez, that's
like
rude.
wearing a suit of armor in the House of Parliament is also illegal because it references that you're going to probably kill somebody.
Aw.
Yeah, I mean, if you're wearing a
Well,
suit
there
of
shoots
armor
my
in
vacation
modern day
plans.
Parliament, you probably are going to kill somebody. James, what do you got going on this week?
I bought a Switch this week.
That's
So
true.
Congratulations.
I've got one game. I'm still waiting for 2 more to arrive, and a Pro joypad that I purchased.
Nice.
What else? There hasn't been much. It's all been a bit. People have been unable to make some of my games. I've had to call them off and stuff like that. We managed to do Blades in the Dark, which is fucking excellent. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm not GMing it, so it takes a lot of the pressure off. But whatever.
I need to follow you.
Arthur is unimpressed.
I don't like Blades in the Dark.
What else? Yeah, I just haven't really. I've just been bumming about a bit, playing a bit. I played quite a lot of Legend of Zelda.
Breath of the Wild?
No, because that hasn't arrived yet.
Oh.
What's the one on the SNES?
On NES?
Yeah, the SNES. Yeah. Something in time.
It's not Link's
Link in
Awakening, is
Time.
it?
It's Link in Time.
Oh, Link in Time.
Yeah. I've played quite a lot of that today. Well, not today, but over the week, and I've really enjoyed it. However, I get confused where I need to go because it's not like modern games where they sort of like lead you by the
Link to
nose
the
where you
past.
need to go.
Sorry.
Link to the past. That's it. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, I've enjoyed it. I tried playing Star Fox and I wasn't that impressed.
Which Star Fox?
Did you do
64
it
or
the
the
first
Switch
one?
one?
The original one.
Oh, the original one. Yeah, you shouldn't be. Star Fox 64 was the pinnacle.
It was. It really was.
What else?
Top tier voice acting, full of memes.
I've been reading a lot. I went to my games club last night. Didn't get a game because things are buggered. Someone's playing what's the game? D&D game that you mentioned? The thingy. What's the one?
Tomb of Annihilation.
Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah, he's got 12 players.
Whoa, that's too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much.
But never
I've
mind.
got only one thing to say to
Only
that
it's,
man. Bring cows.
Bring cows. What an interesting. I'm gonna have to bring a cow now. I don't even know why. I gotta write that in my backstory.
To be clear, very clear, Red. I said plural for a reason.
Cows.
I could also be like slightly controversial and say I actually don't like Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't know if that's
Not that controversial.
that controversial. Maybe a little bit. I don't know.
It's really not
prefer
very
other games.
controversial.
I prefer other games.
You want to be really controversial. You say something like you don't like Pathfinder. Suddenly half the audience leaves.
I don't
I don't like Pathfinder.
I think it's. I think the community is too try hard. Well, the old community anyway.
I think the
Need
game's
a maths
mechanics
degree
are
to-
too try hard.
Need a maths degree to fucking work.
Yeah, it's D&D 3.5 Pathfinder space stuff, or is
Yeah.
it 3?
Yeah.
3.5. Okay.
3.5.
I mean, it's basically D&D for min-maxers.
Yeah.
That's how I see
No,
it.
that's Pathfinder's way more complicated than that.
Yeah. Last time I tried
It's needlessly
Pathfinder,
When
I-
complicated.
Pathfinder started, it was D&D for people who gave a shit about storylines, and it was also D&D for the LGBT community.
I may be
What?
part of that
Why are you
community.
looking at me weird, Sid? That's a thing. Pathfinder is heavily invested in the LGBT community in a way
I mean,
that D&D wasn't until like 2015.
It's role-playing. You can kind of do and be whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, have you actually been to a FLGS before?
No.
Okay, that's why.
Friendly local
Game
game
store.
store.
I will always.
We don't have any.
All right, well, let me be
here,
clear.
so-
Being gay at a game store is a pretty good way to be jeered at repeatedly.
Wow.
People are super shitty in the D&D hobby for between 1998 and like 2015, and it still happens all the time, but more or less we're driving them out with pitchforks now that D&D 5e is like, it's okay to be gay, y'all. And everyone's like, brilliant, I can't believe D&D has made it okay to be gay. And I'm like, Pathfinder's been doing this for 8
D&D
years.
has made it
kid.
okay to roleplay something.
There you go.
I'll wait my
Sid just
turn to
nailed
ask-
it on the
I'll wait-
head.
I'll wait
That's
my
why.
turn to ask this question.
That's why I don't like Dungeons and Dragons, because it doesn't teach you to roleplay. It teaches you to fucking mini-max and fucking.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't min-max shit with my D&D characters.
No.
I just don't. I think the concept where people go, "Oh, you should always start with D&D because it was the first game." I don't think that flies. I think as long as the GM's got a passion and passionate about the game, it doesn't matter what game you play to begin with.
Yeah, the mechanics aren't necessarily important. It's about the story that you create with the people you're creating it with.
I mean, look, here's the thing. With D&D, starting to run games is more difficult than other newer systems like Blades in the Dark or Dungeon World, where they kind of walk you through how shit works. Because in Dungeons and Dragons, it's assumed that someone else brings you into the fold to teach you how to run games.
I think that's been the case for a very long time with D&D. Because I think even in AD&D, I remember we didn't learn the game. How did we learn the game? We went around a friend whose brother taught him how to do the game.
Exactly. And so when you play D&D, you're inheriting the shitty preconceptions of whoever taught you.
I taught myself how to play D&D after freaking sitting in a freaking big, massive warehouse full of people playing Tomb of Annihilation.
I mean, that's why Chris Perkins' games, as far back as the Robot Chicken on YouTube and Critical Role are so popular, because people are like, wow, it's amazing what you can do with D&D, and everyone's like, you could do that literally at any time. They just didn't, because they were taught that you should move 30 feet and use your full attack, and that's it.
Well, it's a game that has its heritage is like wargaming. So
that's chainmail, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, it was directly. Gygax made it like as a supplementary system to a war game.
Yeah, it was based off of like a company, battalion, regimental levels thing, and Gygax and the other guy that was involved in making it was like, hey, listen, guys, we're going to do this thing where instead of playing like 100 to 1,000 dudes, we're going to play one guy.
Right.
And everyone was like, brilliant! I can't believe no one ever thought of that before!
But Pathfinder will always have a special place for me because...
you get to be a tabaxi.
What? No. The setting, to me, Golan
you're secretly a catboy.
The setting is way better than the D&D setting, in my opinion.
Whoa, well, that goes back and forth. Look, here's the thing about the Pathfinder setting, is that they're just like, you want to have a murder mystery, you go to this nation, and you want to play in Egypt, you go to this nation. The issue is that then they were like, what happens when these nations interact? And I'm like, oh, okay, now shit gets weird. When the dinosaur barbarian people are interacting with the, France revolutionary people, that's when things get strange.
I don't know. I'm all about
I don't want dinosaur barbarians in my French Revolution.
I think it's fine. I do.
I mean, you can have Kung Fury.
I want dinosaur barbarians at everything.
You can have Kung Fury, pretty much the tabletop game.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Have your Gatling gun wielding barbarian.
I mean, you might say that about D&D, but D&D doesn't come with a specific setting. I mean, you can buy settings and stuff like that.
I mean, D&D is always assumed to begin in Greyhawk.
Well, that's third edition.
Greyhawk has always been.
Now I think it's Forgotten Realms is the
No, Greyhawk has always been the setting. That's why when it's Forgotten Realms, people say outrightly, we're playing in Forgotten Realms. Greyhawk is what Gygax and his friends created, which is why it's the base assumption that you're playing.
I guess I've always gotten used to people playing with like homebrew worlds and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's way more popular, but you just don't see it as much. Everybody that plays on the internet and everything everyone wants to talk about is Faerun and Dritz. Even though it doesn't make sense that you play in a world where there's like 80 level 20 god characters and yet no one can take care of this fucking Phandalin problem. I'm literally like, look, Dritz could just like teleport. Elminster could teleport Dritz or something. just chop that shit up in like 10 seconds. Just roll through
And
there
boom,
with this
move
magical
on.
unicorn
Next.
sword, and
Mm.
I'm like, where are these people? Where are these people that these novels say defend the world and spend all of their time murdering on behalf of the public, and yet they can never show up when Tiamat's around?
That's a very good point.
Yeah, that's why Forgotten Realms is such
That'd
a
be too
fucked up
convenient.
system.
I've always liked Dragonlance, and I've always liked Ravenloft as well. Ravenloft was the first setting I played in.
You know, I really got into the Dragonlance novels for a while.
Mm.
I don't know
I've got-
shit
I
about
can't even
Dragonlance.
remember a lot of the novels because it was just so long ago. But yeah, really good stuff.
Especially the the original, well, with the free Autumn Twilight and stuff like that. With yeah, I've got a whole book campaign thing based on that whole thing to one day run when I get around to it. I'd like to, but I don't know if I'd be able to do it. Well, it's not that I wouldn't be able to do it, but yeah, it's just unfortunately it's for AD&D Second Edition and Saga, which is pretty good. I like Saga, the one that uses the cards. You know, the one they released in sort of like late 90s. That was pretty good.
No
There's a
recollection.
website where you can buy cards for, I think, the current edition and all editions. Deckofmanythings.com. Really good
Oh.
site.
Okay.
I want to cut back to Tiamat, by the way. For those of us here that are survivors of the play-by-post that I ran for Winter's Edge, when Riven got done playing their character, they took it to other play-by-posts and were like, all right, so from Arthur's world, Tiamat cast me into the infinite multiverse, and now I'm still playing the same character from that server. And I'm like, there's no infinite multiverse in my world. You're just dead because I hate you.
Well, to be fair, Riven's a terrible person.
Yeah.
So
Precisely. English, we need your intro. Chat's getting thirsty for us to start playing. I mean, we already know Pondo's just going to introduce himself and then skip over everything, so you're basically last one.
watch,
I'm
he's basically. I
Englishmudkip.
actually had some this time.
My week's been pretty good.
No, I'd be
Uh,
surprised.
I was been playing Monster Hunter, a bit of Monster Hunter, a bit of Grand Theft Auto, a bit of Final Fantasy here and there. Decided I'm finally going to buy a better mic than this one, which is a Snowball Ice, because some people in chat did suggest it. Which I had a look. It's actually cheaper than buying off Amazon from the website. But yeah, I will say one thing. I was going to ask this before when you mentioned the 5th edition is a lot. Well, Pathfinder was for like the LGBT community. What's your opinion on female Space Marines, AP?
Are there not female Space Marines? I thought they all joined the Adeptus Sororitas or something.
Oh, you mean Sisters of Battle?
Yeah.
They're not actually female Space Marines.
Sure, they
Like-
just get giant guns and Space Marine armor and call upon Jesus, but sure.
In the Horus Heresy books, they literally state why women can't be Space Marines.
Yeah, that's great.
But then there are the sect of, well, freaking Games Workshop are basically trying to get female Space Marines because Sisters of Battle aren't selling as good as they want to. And a lot of social justice warriors are complaining about no
I
female
don't know that it's
Space Marines.
social justice warriors. I think it's just people who'd like to update the game setting from like 50 years ago to anything remotely modern. Look, Warhammer's got this problem where they're like, all right, we've got like 6 factions and we need to come up with a reason why all 6 factions would ever fight each other, including themselves. Why would there be an imperial conflict? And then they were like, what if we added a shit ton more factions? Like Gene Stealers and Tyranids.
Gene Stealers and Tyranids have been there from pretty much day one.
Sure, okay. But you understand my point, right? Like, every time they add a new faction, they need to update their world lore to be like, here is the reason why all of these factions would fight each other. Like, why would Necrons ever bother fighting Tyranids? Here's why. Why would Necrons fight Necrons? Here's why. And so they come up with these increasingly convoluted bullshit. And then I'm sitting here and I'm going, why aren't the Grey Knights just wiping out everything in the galaxy? Because they seem to be god tier level characters. They're Psyker Space Marines that have never been disloyal, and that's it. I mean, they're literally just god tier.
The number isn't actually that big compared to what like the Black Templar.
I don't even know what that is.
The Black Templar are basically
Chapter.
the secret chapter, but really everyone knows about them. The Grey Knights are the true secret chapter. Only a select few know about them.
Look, Black Templars offshoots of Imperial Fists.
Oh boy. See, look. This shit is so complicated that a new person getting into Warhammer 40k is confused as fuck. You literally need to read like an 8-chapter tome to understand who the players even are before you even figure out what kind of army you want.
That's why most people just say go Space Marines. It's the easiest group to run as. But I went the hard way. I went Orcs, but I was an Orc player from the beginning. Yeah, but
obviously you should be playing Ultramarines, the only Marines that their color is the same as their name.
Oh, you mean Ultrasmiths? I'm not a fan of the Ultramarines.
Really? You don't like the greatest Marines who've ever lived and are totally pure and never make any mistakes? I'm super shocked.
No, I'm more of the Orcs. I like the Orcs more. But yeah, I've actually got back to my streaming schedule since I had relatives staying over, so I couldn't stream. But yeah, my week's been uneventful but good.
All right, this is the last thing I'm going to say about Warhammer 40k. There is an amazing series of write-ups by I don't even know their fucking name, but it's called the All Imperial Guardsmen Party. It's a group of guys who get together like once every 2 or 3 months now. It used to be once every month for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they would play like 20 hours a day, and someone would chronicle their adventures and then turn it into a novella. And they've got like 16 or 17 chapters of this. They started out playing hundreds of characters as part of a guardsman battalion and got down to like 8 people and went, these 8 characters who are left are the ones we are going to play Dark Heresy with.
Oh god.
So they have an entirely homogenous party of only guardsmen and no one else. And they are sent to solve mysteries, and they're like, we don't have mystery-solving equipment. We've got las rifles, so that's how we're going to solve our problems, with las rifles.
I feel sorry for...
That was a fun system.
I mean, all you need is just, you need to put Pondo in the game and make the bad guy cook, problem solved.
Yeah, I'd call my character heretic, and then bam. Gave me a reason to kill you.
All right, speaking of heretics and Pondo, let's go ahead and get the Heretic Pondo's intro.
Hi, I'm Pondo.
He admitted to being a heretic. I just want to be clear there. You fell for that shit.
Yeah,
confirmed.
No, I can be a heretic in certain situations, yeah.
I'm a Orc player.
Yeah, no, I've had a relatively uneventful week, aside from just getting ready to get on vacation, because I'm pretty much going on a plane tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I'll be leaving to head up to the airport like 4:35 a.m.
Where are you going?
Over out west.
Okay.
So yeah, I will be able to make it next week, hopefully. It'll be about, I think I should probably get back. I'll be back probably in my state about 5 p.m. But other than that, I've just been playing, getting games, and watching a bunch of Netflix. More Rurouni Kenshin. It's very. You can say it's.
I'm Sanosuke Sagara.
Yeah.
The sign on my back means bad.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
I missed it. Where's Pondo going on vacation?
West.
West.
He doesn't want to say where.
One of my favorite directions.
Well, then you have a lot of people. It's like, where are you going? Oh, you come see me. I'm like, I don't want to see you.
I did that when I went to Australia. and I was still playing you online, and some guy was like, come meet with me. And then I got there, and he was like, I don't really want to meet with you. And I'm like, well, look, I came literally to the opposite side of the world, 16,000 miles. So if you don't want to meet with me, I'll do literally anything else with my life. I can't, 16,000 miles to get here. I don't give a shit about you if you don't want to show up.
I wasn't. Sorry, I had phased out because I'm reading Discord and I'm really trying to determine whether or not I want to throw more fuel on the dumpster fire right now. It's taking all of my. It's taking literally all of my self-control, all of it.
Oh, God,
Is Devi or Yuri involved?
No, surprisingly.
Oh, then maybe not be worth it.
I've made my peace with Devi. I don't have any problems. Jury's still shitlord, but the other ones,
Yeah.
That's never going to change.
yeah. No, it's unrelated. It's anyway. I didn't mean to interrupt your.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's get back to you.
It's Pondo's longest intro ever, so
I know.
we got to celebrate it.
I just wanted to know what cardinal direction he was going on as a vacation.
West. Yeah, I've been playing. I don't really play many games. I've been playing a mod for Star Wars Empire at War, the expansion for it. It's just a kind of old, I think it's 2007 RTS Star Wars. Not the greatest, but it's just fun to just mess around on occasion.
Is that the D6 system?
No, it's not a tabletop. It's a video game. It's real-time strategy. It's all right.
Gotcha.
The space battles in that, if I remember, were absolutely fucking awesome. But they might have not aged well.
Yeah. No, I mean, the space battles are still pretty cool, to be honest. It's just, I wish there was like more like units to use besides the regular same old. I mean, if you're the Empire, obviously land, you just build a whole bunch of AT-ATs and just fuck everything up. There's not much you can do about it.
Pretty much standard Imperial doctrine.
Yeah. You just have to just wait for them to step all the way over to the enemy base to just blow up there. And then, just make a whole bunch of capital ships when you're in space. Simple system.
Gosh, I feel like you really would have been good at Big Game Hunter as Protoss back in the Brood War days.
Possibly. I'm trying to think what that is. That sounds really familiar to me.
Did you play Brood War?
Brood War?
Yeah.
StarCraft
Brood War.
No.
All right, then you wouldn't understand if I explained it to you.
Does it involve making a lot of very big things that are very hard to kill and just sending them at your enemy?
All right, that's it, Pondo. I'll explain it to you. In StarCraft Brood War, you were capable of taking 2 Dark Templars and forming them to a unit called a Dark Archon, which was capable of mind controlling other units. And the most common map that people played was Big Game Hunters, which was like a 8-way even split map where everyone would play free-for-all. And so Big Game Hunter Protoss was when you would make a Dark Archon, sneak to an enemy base, steal one of their worker units, and sneak it back to your base. There's a unit cap in Star Wars, and StarCraft, so you can only make 200 supply of your specific type. But if you stole somebody else's, you could start their check tree and make 200 of theirs. And so you could have all 3 races as long as you just sat back and turtled down your lane. And then you show up with a 600 army and fucking dick roll everyone on the map. They'd be like, haha, I defeated all 6 other players with my 200 army and I'm coming for you. And I'd be like, Avast, you might defeat one of my armies, but all 3 surround you now. That's it.
So
it would also mean, rather than maps taking like 30 minutes, it also meant the map would take like 2 hours, and you could only do it if you were like a high school student on a weekend, and you had immense patience.
So what I'm getting at is that stealing other people's workers allowed you to get a bigger pool of units.
Yes, them would be common. So none of the other races were capable of doing it except for Protoss, which is why it was fucking annoying.
But now only Tyranids can, Zerg can do it.
The moral of the story is,
watch your back line.
Protoss is for bitches.
Protoss is for experts.
Protoss is
That
for
does
bitches.
sound like a very long and convoluted plan that
And
may or may
Tara
not
Dune,
work.
bitches.
Yeah, no, now.
What are you, some sort of Terran player?
No,
Maybe.
Zerg, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's right, you scum.
Actually, when I played a lot, I split my time between Terran and Zerg. I would just never touch those heretical Protoss bastards.
The Protoss are the only ones who aren't heretics.
Really, it was because my friend in high school that I played with a lot was a Protoss player, and I feuded with him for years. So that I, much like elves, I have irrational distaste for their entire.
Talked about freaking war.
Are you an elf hater? I have a buddy who's a huge elf.
I'm a huge elf hater, and that's mostly because of my World of Warcraft days. Gotta kill me some elves.
Yeah,
I mean, no spoilers for the new World of Warcraft, but I mean, they are blowing up elves left and right now.
Hell yeah, that's when I'm gonna start playing that game again.
People are posting pictures of atomic bomb trees, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like, burn that tree, burn it.
For the Horde.
I've been typing the letter S. I've been typing the letter S on Discord for like the last 15 minutes of this conversation, so it looks like people think that I'm typing a lot.
So you're just psyching them out, essentially, right?
Yeah, and then every once in a while, I'll just highlight and delete it all and keep typing.
That's a great way as a DM to mess with someone in the cast. Is to just type up a whole bunch. Just
Oh, that's the same way as a DM sitting behind a dice screen and rolling dice while
Rolling like a
nothing's
shitload of
happening.
dice, yeah.
Just looking around and go,
And they're just making
and in your head,
make
you're
eye
saying,
contact
like,
with someone and then roll another die.
look at him, just go.
roll a
"Ooh."
perception check for me real quick.
Yeah, roll perception. They roll real poorly and just start rolling a bunch of dice, going, "Oh,
Ooh. You're not gonna like this.
and then you tell them, yeah, the night just passes and you don't notice anything. That's, yeah.
except everyone of your teammates dying.
I saw something where someone was like, if anyone fails a insight check to determine whether someone's lying or not,
They are lying.
tell
because they
them the
failed it.
absolute and complete truth with no filter, and they will never trust anything you say again on the lying part. They will figure out a way to convolute everything.
That's just that's
Yeah, that's some vicious shit. All right, look, Pondo, you got anything else going on?
that's.
I thought
that's
we
it.
weren't on Okeanos time, but that was like 25 minutes ago.
I mean, that one shot or side story thing that we did was about like an hour or so.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't have an intro this week, so we're gonna skip over that.
Okay. We're back in combat. I think we need to roll initiative.
No,
Do we
chill
need to
your
roll
shit.
perception?
Jesus. Everyone chill your shit out. So, first off, I have to apologize to everyone. I hadn't done the math anytime recently to check about the alterations to battle value made given player skill levels. I had assumed that your player skill levels would not alter the battle value very much. In fact, it had doubled your battle value. So, when I was sitting there last week, like, why was this combat so easy? This should have been approaching a hard level difficulty. What I didn't realize is it's so easy given battle values, adjusted battle value, that we shouldn't have even been fighting this. And thus, I will be including more mechs in order to kind of even it out. And in the future, I'll be keeping in mind your new adjusted battle value to make things more difficult.
I don't want to fight the clan
Your adjusted
anymore.
battle value is something like 15,292.
Yeah, I don't want to fight the clan anymore yet. I have to get clan shit.
Look, we already determined that the four of you, even without the Orion, have the same battle value as like 10 clan assault mechs. So
What?
with like a 3-4
with
pilot?
3-4 pilots, yeah. It's pretty
That's
bad.
terrifying, though.
Yes, that is terrifying, but we don't pull our
Our
weight.
roles don't
do it.
tend to, communicate that
Yeah.
difference though at times.
They really don't. Well, mine don't.
Mine do somewhat.
I mean, with my roles, we're basically fighting a man down.
Though we do have like a difference of like teamwork and skill going on, so that Ashley's been playing a part with us. We've been
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What about adjusted battle value for people working together versus single mind, single decisions?
no, that's just called player skill.
Still counts.
See how this-
Specialist Genie Pie comes over the communication and is like, "Hello, can everyone hear me?"
Mm-hmm.
hey Jenny Pie.
Excellent.
Yes,
glad.
Pie. What do
We're
you-
getting a communication from the enemy.
All right.
Oh, yes, I was going to offer them a chance to surrender.
They're offering you a chance to surrender.
Oh, go ahead and put them through.
So, from out of the water north of the base, 4 heavy or medium mechs come from the riverbed. And from the Grand Dragon, you get a communications. I'm speaking with the enemy commander.
Indeed. Who is this?
My name is
Who's
Chuai
calling,
Takanashi Ryu.
I'm just going to call you Ryu.
You defeated Captain Wakanda, my rival and best friend.
Which mech was that?
I think that was a Highlander, sir.
They had a Highlander?
That was last combat.
Killed him yesterday.
Yeah, we destroyed that a while ago, yes.
It was less than 24 hours, jackass.
Who can tell? You know, with all this combat, it feels like weeks, you know? What can I help you with?
I'm offering you a chance to surrender. Although you may have laid waste to my company, my command lance has arrived on the battlefield.
I wouldn't necessarily say. I mean, there's still quite a bit of your guys left, but
There's like 3 guys left here.
I think there's 4, isn't there?
4, yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2 Panthers,
And the other lance is still fighting as well.
No, I'm good with it. Laid waste is pretty accurate. Go carry on. Continue.
All right. Yes, we did happen to lay waste to things to a certain amount. Some of us more than others.
Surrender now, and you will be treated as prisoners of war rather than as terrorists.
In that case, could we like have like a one-on-one duel, maybe? Like,
No.
Hold, please. And I put on like some really crappy elevator music.
All right, you get another communications from Howler.
I call that one up.
This is Warrant Officer Crossroads.
Crossroads, yes.
Look,
What can we
sir,
do for you?
the other enemy lance here seems like they're trying to disengage and move in your direction. Do you want us to stop them or not?
What shape are you in?
Well, the Warhammer is missing a lot of armor, and frankly, if the aerospace fighters take any hits at all, they're probably going to explode.
What about the enemy mechs? What shape are they in?
Well, they're down a Sentinel, which isn't saying much.
How big is the Sentinel?
Not very big, sir. It's a medium mech.
Okay.
They have a Vulcan, a Clint, and a Whitworth. Basically, they got trash.
I'll tell you what. Don't deliberately stop them. Allow them to kite you.
I don't understand that terminology, sir. I didn't go to war college.
Oh, I do apologize. Allow them to disengage and keep pace with them, firing on them as they do so, but not constantly. Not enough to keep them to make them turn
Sir,
around.
that
and
might be a
re-engage.
wise move, but they outrange us pretty heavily. I got lasers and they got missiles.
Oh, I see.
sir, I think it might be. Don't get me. Don't take any offense, but it may be better off since their lance is not quite as skilled as us. How far away does it seem like it would take the that secondary lance to get to us?
A while. Several minutes.
Maybe better off of that. We let the second lance take care of what they got, sir, and then we just wait for the other lance to get here.
Stay outside of their firing range and keep pace with them. Let them catch up to us. We'll weaken them, and you can come up from behind and help us smash them completely.
If you're sure, sir.
If they stop and try and engage you, full back.
Why don't we just let Howler finish taking them apart? Why are we letting them? Why are we doing that?
Is it the lance they're currently fighting, or is it another lance? that's
No,
fighting
it's the
our
lance
way?
they're currently fighting.
Yeah, just don't let them disengage. Just
Oh yeah, never mind. I was thinking that there was a second lance that was going by them.
No, there's only one new lance this week.
All right,
Only
I say
one.
just let them do what they can, and then if it seems like they won't be able to
Sounds like we have an option of not getting our second lance trashed. What are the chances of success if they keep pressing?
Pressing who, sir? They're trying to retreat.
If you keep the pressure up and they decide to go at you full force, what do you think your chances are? You're there, I'm not.
I mean, these aerospace fighters could explode at any time, sir, but we're doing pretty good.
Have they been taking damage?
Have you seen the armor rating of an aerospace fighter at any point in your life, sir?
No.
Sir, the thing about aerospace fighters is if they get hit, they could just plummet to the ground
And explode.
Can
and
you
explode badly.
Can you finish the fight without the aerospace fighters?
That would be 2-on-3. That'd be real tough.
All right. Well, my recommendation is to keep the aerospace fighters in the fight until there's at least one more mech down, and then have the aerospace fighters break off and have Howler finish the fight.
Agreed.
Okay, we'll keep them here.
If we lose the aerospace fighters, I mean, that's just a calculated risk because better that than to be overwhelmed at a single location.
How much do those aerospace fighters cost?
A lot. One's a prototype.
Oh shit! Yeah. Well, it is what it is. We don't want to put ourselves in a position to be overwhelmed either. So.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a prototype. It was very, very fresh model.
No, one of them is a prototype.
Oh, is it actually a prototype?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yep.
what I was thinking.
CSR V14 prototype. The other one is a fresh model. All right, let's roll initiative.
Oh,
I think I had a
goody.
+3. That's 7, 8. Great.
Yeah, that's. I beat that. I
By
have a
1
10.
point.
I have a 10.
Fuck yourself.
So
All right.
Wow.
I think I have to move 1, 1, 2, 2, 2.
I'll go ahead and move second.
Christ. So many mechs.
I'll move first, essentially.
Well, it basically we're back at what we started with.
Yeah. I mean, they have a
2,
catapult
3.
and a dragon. Is it a grand dragon?
About
Oh, shit.
yeah, I mean by numbers, that is. Oh, damn.
Wolverine
Can I tell what
jumps
kind of wolf? Is it 6R or 6M?
the 7K.
Shit. I want it.
Headshot.
You have a
to cockpit.
100-ton murder machine. I want that Wolverine.
I kind of want the Grand Dragon because that looks epic.
All right, you guys are up.
I'll go ahead and go. So, switch
I
there.
got-
1, 2, and
No. I'm
Someone
debating.
doesn't want to
Whether,
get shot in the back.
I do not.
Jeez, what are you, some kind of coward?
I'm depending whether to.
No,
turn-
I'd like to fight him with my full weaponry. I don't think I get a bonus. I think it was only 2 hexes. Never mind. No bonus. Well, I'll just.
It was only 2 hexes. Yeah.
Set it 6 and Mina is 0.
That's my movement.
We just need like a big 0 die.
Not gonna work. 1, 2. No matter where I'm going, this is a problem. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that works. Griffin is gonna hop
This Wolverine's
sideways.
gonna mess me up real good.
All right, you guys are up.
I'll go. I'm gonna churn.
Oh, it's got a lot of SRMs on it.
So which one do we want? Which one she's going to go first? Blackjack or Wolverine? Blackjack's
I went.
damaged.
Just
It's gonna be
turn
whatever
slightly,
I can
is that
shoot.
it?
Yeah, I just turned slightly. That's it.
All right.
Yeah, his back was kind of exposed.
The one I'm going after is one I can shoot the best.
That'll probably be the Wolverine.
I know.
And the one that I'm going after will probably be the one he can shoot.
I
the
got
best.
minimum range.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be 4 short. So it'd probably be that catapult.
I don't know. Tough.
Is this guy still alive, or is he
He's
mostly
still
dead?
alive.
He's still
He's
alive.
still alive, but barely.
Yeah.
What about these two? Were they
Yeah, they're
damaged at all?
Bad.
No. Panther. Nope,
I'm not getting the
Panther's fresh.
Grand Dragon model, but I know it's
Alright.
there.
Panther.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Where's this panther?
It's got like a 4-pronged
Panther's over here.
Yeah, they got 4 jumps.
Four
I mean, look,
jumper.
we keep trying to do infantry and vehicle fights, and we keep getting in mech battles.
That
Don't worry,
dragon
the
is a
nightmare
white
of
block to
infinite
me.
SRM carriers is going to happen very
Oh,
soon.
just if you're willing to exit the game and reconnect.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I've tried.
Alright, I've moved my 2.
Let's see.
You guys are up.
Wait, that was a walk for that dude, not a run. But
I want to kill that Jenna or that Panther.
kill something.
I don't know which one. Do you think you could deal with the Jenna, James, and I'll deal with the Panther in front of me?
There's 2 Panthers in front of you, so it
They're
depends on where that.
directly in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and take care of that guy.
Yeah, you take care of this guy, and I'll deal with him.
Why don't y'all focus fire on a single dude?
Yeah.
That way, in case one of you kills the thing, the other one can focus on something else. We start to.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I highly recommend you kill one thing.
Yeah, I'm just
Definitely
gonna have to,
kill a thing.
I'm just have to rotate
Well,
out.
Well, maybe it'd be worth me being the first to act and go for that. If I destroy it, then you can concentrate on doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make any sense?
Yes,
I'll
that
just
makes
do
total
the
sense.
first.
So, who is going right
Are we
now?
moving?
Someone must move. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
your move.
I think English should turn to where he has the option to torso twist and shoot either guy.
Like that. And
Yep.
now I'm not getting shot in the back either way.
Yep.
And this other Panther can't shoot me in the back.
Done deal.
We have case.
Yeah, it just doesn't want to load that dragon for me for some reason.
Yeah, it wouldn't load it for me either, but it's all right.
Actually, it's a nice model.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Everything's
7.
loaded for me this time. Even Mudkip, he was a cube in the last session for me. Just a cube.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Now
good
is
at that.
now is it actual thing or?
Oh,
Yeah, now you're
boy.
an actual thing.
This is going to be fun.
What do you guys have left? 2 people left to move?
Yeah, I haven't moved, so
Yeah,
I'll
and I
move,
have 2
but I
mechs
don't
left,
move.
so.
Sid, I have no idea.
Okay. That leaves
What's
me
your
with
minimum
the
range?
Jenner and the Panther.
2 with Goss, 3 with PPC.
I haven't moved yet either.
Right, you're moving last. You're the
Okay.
last mover.
Make.
Jump.
Let's see here.
1, 2, 3. 4.
So let's see. So it'd be 6. 6 for the wolf. Base for the Wolverine.
Oh, that Jenna fucking
With the
decided to.
so it'd be 7 with
Oh,
the
you
Gauss
poor
rifles at the
bastard.
Wolverine, and then
Oh, hey, the dragon loaded.
Yeah, James,
7,
you poor bugger, but you've got fresh back armor.
8 with the PPC.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah, all my guys have moved.
Does that column classes as terrain, doesn't it?
Nope, this is a
Sid, are you
completely
able to
open
shoot
square.
anything from there?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just called column tool then.
Yeah, what are you doing here, Rad?
Man,
Sid, I have no idea what one we should focus fire on.
Oh, that's
Missile
right. No,
stores are
sorry.
fine.
I actually have the blackjack too, which I have to move. I lost that somewhere. Okay.
Your
Yeah.
LRMs are very, very severely.
I can jump probably because that's the reason I.
You
moved
honestly
it all
probably
the way
should have backed
forward.
up a space or something.
Yeah, probably.
Go
Well, if
forward.
I did, then I wouldn't be able to shoot over because of the level 2.
Figured that would be the case.
All right, Rad. Now you're up.
Okay, if I were to go, say, here, for example, would the Griffin be able to shoot me over these double elevation Doomafluches?
And which square are you in?
If I jumped here.
Yes.
Yes, because you're the same
You're
level.
too
as
Oh,
high.
I'm the same level. Okay, I was looking at it straight on top. I didn't see the level change. So I would need to be here. He couldn't shoot me.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't get there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's as far as I can get. So do I want to get shot by both the catapult and the Griffin? Not really.
You could jump towards this direction. You could be blocked by trees by the catapult.
Yeah, I'm thinking that 8. This is how much the numbers on the dice here are what their modifiers are?
Yes.
To shoot or
Yes.
just to be hit?
Just to be hit.
To hit.
Their modifiers are +3 because they jumped.
Yep.
Oh, they both jumped. Okay. So 3, 6. Their skill levels are probably like a 3. So that makes 9. Medium range. 9.
It'd be pretty hard for them to hit you.
11. Yeah. So even if I came, what's short range for missiles?
Depends on
It's
the
like
setup.
7.
So I'm going to be medium. I mean, it's going to take them like 11s to shoot me almost no matter where I go. So I kind of feel pretty safe just starting to jump straight at them more or less.
You could probably honestly charge
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling. Where did I come from? Right here?
there. And you just run for
1,
6.
2, 3, 4. No, I need to jump so I can get the +3 for them to hit me. And I don't want to get within close range.
It would only be +2
4, 5, 6.
because you can only jump 4 hexes.
What?
Yeah, you have to jump at least 5 hexes to get the +3.
Oh, but if I run, what's the difference?
It's same thing. You get closer, but
Okay, so
You did get a +1 for the jump though.
yeah, but it's also +2 for if you just ran 6 ahead.
where was I? Right here?
You're right there.
Right here?
Yeah, you could cover more terrain by running, but you get the same modifier. For
You
them to
can
hit
you can run at least 5 to get the same modifier if you want to hang just a little bit back, but
my modifier to shoot will be higher if I run.
by
That's true.
1.
So
I don't
I'll
know
just-
how much you're in range of what you have, to be honest. I think maybe the only thing you have that'll be in range would be the
It's just my pulse laser, probably.
pulse laser. And still then you get a -2, so
I'll run the 5. I'll run 5. I'll do that. So that gives them a 2 to shoot at me. Is that right?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm used to using a blue one. Get that one out of there. Okay. Okay. That still gives them 10 or better to have to hit me.
This pilot's gonna walk here.
I shoot him.
Yeah. I'm going to split my fire and turn around and shoot a medium laser at him and a large laser at the Griffin.
Hard to know whether you're joking or not, but we'll find out shortly.
Just ignore the lance of heavy mechs coming at us.
I'm gonna
shoot the
start
pilot.
shooting with the Jenner to the back of the Orion who didn't move, so this will probably be a pretty easy shot. I start at 4. I get a +3 for jumping, and that's it.
Okay.
So
Wait,
Is this
no,
the
you can
Jenner
take it.
that is missing half of its weaponry?
Yes.
That
it is.
Jenner got messed up pretty bad.
Yeah. So I get medium, SRM4. Welcome to real life.
Which-
Blackjack's missing and misses half his weaponry.
Yes, he is as well.
Blackjack is also in front of me, which is a problem.
It's a hit.
He only has an autocannon 2, medium laser.
The
and 2.
left arm takes
Left
5 points of damage on the
Right, how
Orion.
do I do this? Right,
Just
there
hit
we are. So-
-5, left arm.
Okay. Has someone already done that for me or no?
Nope.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm
-5 on the armor.
Hang on. I'm just trying to get it lined up so I can do it. Hang on.
This one for his covers. 5.
Okay, -5, yep.
All right, -5 to the left arm again as the second medium laser hits it.
Yep.
And the missile pack misses. All right, so Jenner jumps behind you and has this perfect rear shot and unleashes all of its weaponry after touching down and then squatting. And all it does is shoot you in the back of the left arm. The missiles sail over and past your cockpit. The Panther that's on the far side of you has to sidestep as the missiles are incoming. And what could have been a devastating rear shot, in fact, turns into a really
Okay.
non-lethal in any way
Bunch
shot.
of mosquito bites.
Both Panthers are untouched. So,
You guys are up.
Sid, I'll go ahead and shoot next, because I know what I'm going to shoot. Sid, I'm thinking I'm going to go for the Grand Dragon. If
Wait.
you want to focus on that with me, or just work on this blackjack in front of me.
Yeah, I can. I'll take a -3 to my LRMs to shoot that guy, but actually a -2.
So I want to go after the Black Dragon there. So start with 2, +1 because I walked. So 3.
+1.
He ran for a modifier of 1. So 4. He's in woods, says 5. So it's 5 for short, 7 for medium, and then 3 for
They're
9.
heavy wood, so it's +2 rather than +1.
Is it +2?
Yep.
So it'd be 6. 6 for short, 8 for medium, and then 10 for long. So for my PPCs, it would be, because it's in my minimum range, it'd be 7. My Gauss would be 6. And then I think it's just straight 6 for my medium lasers. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll fire 2 Gauss, 2 PPCs, 2 and 3 medium lasers at the Grand Dragon. So Gauss number 1 for 6. That's a miss. Gauss number 2. That'll hit. Location 11. Wish I could spin an edge to make it 12.
What's edge? Sorry.
It's pretty much luck. You can add 1 or re-roll dice. Does that work with location
what's
dice? Or
location
does it hit
11?
Dice? He's facing front to me, so location 11 is left arm for 15.
That is going to hit the interior. Is that a
It does
critical?
not crit.
Okay.
All right, PPC 1 for 7. That'll definitely hit. Location 6, which is
Right torso.
right torso for 10.
Don't forget, we got this all card by the roller.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Okay.
Okay.
So PPC 2 for 7. That'll miss. Medium laser 1 for 6. That'll miss. Medium laser 2 for 6. That'll hit. Location 10, which is left arm again. It crits twice. I don't know if there's anything in there.
There
Dragon's
is.
got a
There is.
billion armor left.
How do you know if it crits twice then?
The regular blue one's a crit roll. If it's 8 to 9, it crits once. 10 to 11, it crits twice. If it's
Okay.
12, it crits 3 times.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for chat, these aren't ERP PCs, they're just standard PPCs, so they do have a minimum range.
I'm the one with the ERPPCs on the Warhammer Clan one.
All right. Any more shots?
I think I have 1 more medium laser. Hold up. That'll hit. Through armor, torso crit.
And
It only crits once.
Crit,
Mm,
no,
Has to
crit
be-
roll is 12.
No, I mean he still has his armor on, so it only crits once. It's
Damn
unfortunate,
it.
but
that's lucky though, with the freaking 12 on that crit die. But still, 2 is good. If it hits something good.
No, I'm pretty sure that crits all of the times.
does it? I mean, I'll accept that.
Sherman critical
Yeah,
hits
I-
table page
I would accept that.
45.
Yeah,
Get the rule book open.
3 bloody crits.
I'm okay with the crits 3 times.
We've never had this happen.
Yeah.
No, we haven't. I
So
mean, what are the odds?
So I'm asking
Less than 1 in
questions.
36.
Pretty low. I
What
mean,
did-
it's 1 in 36 times 1 in 36.
What do crits do then?
They mark off
destroy-
pieces of equipment on the Battlemech.
And depending on what that equipment is, can cause problems for the
Let's see,
mech.
36 times 36, so that's 1 in 1,296 chance.
Well, we've been playing for a while. See, that's the thing. Someone out there is like, fucking, that's not how statistics work, Arthur! And I'm like, that's
No,
right.
they're not.
I took 400 level engineering courses. I'm out there baiting you.
And if I could hit the XL engine all 3 times, that'd be great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or the ammo. There's ammo in the center torso there.
Which one are we?
Oh, that's
looking
right.
at,
It's a dragon.
Are we hitting the dragon? Okay.
Yeah.
If it hits just
Dude.
one, I'm glad it hit critted once. If it hits 3 times, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, if it hits the.
This is
Wait, no. Wait, on the Grand Dragon LRM, it has no ammo in the Grand Dragon.
Oh no, it's just regular. I mean, if it has a lot high chance to hit the XL engine. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has case. The Grand Dragon. On the left torso has case.
I mean, even if I take out the LRM, which I don't think it's going to use anyway.
Hell, driver hit the fusion engines. Just.
I mean, I would be fine with just completely coring that thing right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
Just knocking out the gyro would be great as well.
I would hope to. What does knocking out the gyro even do? I forget.
Makes it
Falls
flop over.
Can't stand up.
Oh.
Essentially gimps it.
Turns it into Urkel.
It needs Viagra to do anything else afterwards.
I don't know if hitting its XL engine just once would affect it heat-wise. I don't know what it has necessarily. That would be, well, it has ERPPC, so that usually runs a lot.
Yeah,
That's
15.
ERPC. Fuck.
It has one. It has one ARPPC because it's a freaking
I don't
experiment.
see anything here that would preclude you from doing a triple hit to a torso. There's no like, if you hit with this.
And hit.
If there is, I'm sure chat will come and tell me later, 15 million times. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you get whatever it is, right? Like it's a triple hit or something.
Yeah, it's a triple crit. It
Triple
crits
crit.
3 times.
Yep. Therefore, I shall roll for it then. 5-1 is probably not good. Gyro could have been worse. I mean, that's not great. 3-5
Gyro.
Gyro. Great. Well, that's actually the
That's
worst.
Both
So it does
gyro
flop over.
It does
and
flop
now
over.
one more to center fusion.
1-5 is gyro again.
Reroll.
It's the same gyro. I mean, I have to
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to.
But 3-4 is gyro.
Gyro.
But yeah, you just shoot the gyro out completely. Alright, so now all sorts of other shit happens. Let's see here. Gyro destroyed is automatic fall. It's a 60-ton mech. So it's going to take 6 points of damage, and it's going to take it at the right arm.
Damn. The right arm.
It literally falls over onto its right arm, and it's like, no, don't.
Does that destroy the entire right arm?
No.
No.
No, wait, 6.
No
not 60.
chance.
My bad.
I think it only does like 6 damage.
It ends up facing the same direction that it was before, so it's
Does that mean it
just-
can still shoot us?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, all we have to do is just jump down the pit, and then they can't shoot us anymore.
Yeah, I think we should slowly start getting back inside the base.
And the pilot saves on damage with an 11. Probably
Ah.
would want to save that for later, but there we are.
Damn it.
How much damage does this center torso hit do? 5?
Just 5.
Okay,
It was a
great.
medium laser.
Yeah, well, you
It was a very
fire one
devastating
medium laser and you literally precision hit directly over the most vulnerable piece of equipment in the mech, and it explodes, and the mech just falls over like a marionette. I was going to mock you for missing so many shots at such close range after landing all these long-range sniper shots, but then you literally fucking
Just gimped it.
decapitated this dude, so... Alright.
So is it still classified as in combat?
Yeah.
Damn it.
It can still shoot.
It
It
can
just
still
can't go
shoot. It hasn't
anywhere.
lost any weaponry or anything.
Fucking-
It can't go anywhere now, actually,
And it's
because
still
in
its
heavy
turn.
woods and
I mean, it can pull itself places, but...
can't.
Alright.
I think
Well, you didn't
Where
destroy
was
the upper
I?
gyros. You just destroyed the center.
So you guys have 4 people left, and I have 1, 2, 3,
8.
5, 6, 7...
8.
You're saying 8, and I'm fairly certain you are incorrect.
No, because the Jenner shot.
Jenner.
5, 6,
Oh,
7.
wait.
Yes, I have 7 people and you have 4. So that's not a double yet.
5.
So if I do 1, we'll be at doubles. Because it'll be 6-4, then 6-3, and that will be correct. Alright, so we'll just do Blackjack to Devastator.
Whoopee.
This guy starts at 4. Just firing 2 medium lasers. That's it.
So he's 7. He has to hit me with 7. So I didn't go far enough to do anything.
You have 8. There's 8 enemy mechs.
Oh my god! Holy shit! You fucking kidding me?
So how?
Welcome to my life.
Just banditos
All
in
right,
the mech.
that's
Like,
a
how did he miss that?
That is a hit. 5 damage to your right arm.
He's an arsehole.
My right arm.
This guy sails through the air.
He's got
He lets
cross-eyed.
out 1 laser, and it actually hits your mech for just a moment before jerking off for no apparent reason, dealing no damage. And the other one hits you in your right arm, and this
It's not
pilot
great.
sends you a short range message, and he's just like, "That's from above."
You didn't do it right, but okay.
You guys are up.
Do you want me to shoot?
I feel like the first one missed, and I was like still preoccupied shooting at the the dragon. I was like, what tried to hit me?
Because I feel
Turn-
like I want to kill this panther.
English, go for it.
Yeah.
Kill something.
Murder, death, kill.
Don't
Can,
pull
can
me,
you
bro.
not see that one then? Is that now out of your view?
Yeah, that, I can't
That's
shoot.
correct.
I can't
Okay.
shoot
I mean, you
that
could
one.
torso twist, but
Well, I can
No,
shoot
actually, no, it
one
is
less
as view.
thing, one
Yeah.
to-
Because this thing is in the way.
Yeah.
never mind. Go ahead and shoot
Can
a
I
panther.
torso twist it, or is it too far
Yes.
behind me? Okay.
You will only be able to hit with whatever's in your left arm.
Okay, I'm not going to do that then.
Yes.
I'll just-
You have a medium laser and
Both of them are equal, so I'm just
That would
That's
be
not
just a medium laser.
not the left torso.
Or,
Yeah,
well, technically,
just
you could also hit with what's in your right arm.
yeah,
I don't know if
depending
there
on
is
which way
anything
you
in
turn.
right
I mean, that would be again a medium laser.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to get that auto cannon.
You need your
anyway.
torso.
All right, so you're hitting this panther.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with everything but 2 medium lasers.
Okay. Do you know what your numbers are?
I started at 3. I walked, so that's 4. There's no cover in front of me. They jumped. That's a
Is plus 2.
6.
If you had
And
4
it's all
6.
short range.
So what does that
That's
end up
a 6.
being? 6. All right, and you're firing everything at the panther.
Except 2 medium lasers because I
Okay.
don't want to completely overheat.
Speaking of heat,
Yeah, I'll only build 6 heat from this.
I built 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Build heat.
Um,
Heat.
I'm
I do after.
this. I'm firing a
What?
ER PPC. So it's going to be PPC, medium laser, SR arms.
If I only had ERPPCs, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
I would also build a lot of heat though.
Well, I'd say that'll
Yeah,
hit.
hits.
Left
Okay,
arm?
10,
For 15.
15 damage.
Mhm.
Does crit twice if it doesn't go internal, which it probably would.
It does go internal and leaves it with 1 internal hit point. Do you say
And-
2 crits?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 crits.
I don't even know. I mean, it probably has arm stuff, and that's about all you're gonna hit.
Was it right or left?
Left.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the good arm.
Yeah, no, it's not the.
I'm just gonna
good
roll.
arm.
Really? Fucking shit. Hitting? There we go.
2 upper shoulder, upper arm actuator, and then hand actuator. Alright, then second ERPPC.
Yep.
That still hits. Location
Location 6.
6.
Right torso.
Doesn't crit if it
Not
goes internal.
Does not. And
It's
that's
open up, which is fine.
damage. Panther will have to roll a piloting save because of 30 damage.
Nope, he falls.
Okay.
Well, you still have more weapons to do first, right?
Will
Yeah.
take damage. Now he has to roll for consciousness. Good.
Okay, so I have one medium laser firing.
Area 3.
That hits location 8.
Left torso.
Hold on a second.
4 points of damage. Okay.
That's 8.
Sorry, you said left torso for how much?
Medium laser
I think it's
5.
7.
pulse laser.
Oh, it's a pulse laser.
So 7 damage.
Yeah,
7, yeah.
What's a
Okay.
pulse laser do anyway?
It makes it easier to hit, but it shortens the
so
range
that
usually.
Was 4 then. They're 4. So they're 4 instead. Okay.
Yes.
Never mind. And then my SRMs, which hit cluster of a 6, location 5.
First
First
hit,
is the right leg.
Right leg for 2.
Okay. 6 for hit. So 2 right leg, or is it 1 right leg?
It's
Depends.
2.
Okay, we get that.
2 right leg. Okay.
All right. Next rock missile.
Location
9
9.
Left
is
leg.
left leg.
Left leg for 2 more damage. And that is me. I build 5.
You still have another hit.
You
You
still
still
have.
have another 2. SRMs are
Yeah.
clusters of 1, 2 damage.
Oh, okay.
So you have to do that twice more.
Okay, fair enough. Location
Uh,
7.
Center torso.
Jinx.
Next.
And center torso again.
For 4. That was not as bad for that panther as it could have been.
I
No.
couldn't trick it.
It's still bad, but
I mean, it's still terrible.
Yeah, I built 6 feet, meaning I lose 1 movement. I calculated that perfectly.
All right. Near move AP.
You're muted. Alright.
choose wisely.
Sorry.
It's probably just going to shoot me.
Both Panthers are going to open up on the Orion. 7s to hit with the PPCs, and then 9s to hit with the SRMs. So Panther 1.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a miss.
the pilot
And then
damage is
for a
not
9,
taken.
that is a miss. That's a miss with the PPC, and that is a hit with the SRM pack. I already did the piloting roll. The pilot got injured
Yeah, I meant the
and
injury
took
doesn't
4
hit.
damage to the right arm.
The SRM hits 3 hit
All
for
right.
the SRM.
So, 2 hits to the center torso for
2 damage.
the Orion.
How much damage is that? 2, did you
2.
say?
2.
2.
Next up
Next to
is
left
Gotta
leg.
click the 1.
That
Center
one.
torso.
That
2
one.
to the left leg. And then 2 to left arm.
Can you use a movement point to lay prone?
Yeah, they're just rules for laying prone. I just don't know what
What
they
does-
are offhand.
What does that get? What does that actually do for you though?
Well, you could hide behind
Increase difficulty.
level 1.
I mean, yeah, you can hide behind stuff, but it also makes it harder to be shot.
Yeah.
Oh, -2 for adjacent hex, +1 for all others.
So I could have run up and then laid prone and been harder to hit.
Yes, but you also need to make piloting skill rolls to stand up afterwards,
Nah, I'm not worried about that.
and it costs movement points.
Yeah.
You're like, what if I ran forward and then belly flopped, sliding to a stop?
Which
Well, you
means you
take
couldn't,
damage.
you couldn't jump from being prone. I think was big.
Can I
Have I
jump
been-
jet to being prone though?
Am I still being shot at, or is that?
That's what.
Yeah,
the
that's
thing
all
is.
of them. So you guys are up now.
Like, can I like jump jet baseball slide?
I said, so do I hit this one with me, or do I try and hit the panther?
You should focus fire.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
One that you're already down. Which was the one that you're already down?
That one.
Okay, well,
Oh,
Yeah, go miss that one.
Okay, everything's in short range apart from the. Well, okay. Most things are in medium range actually, and then the autocannon. Is it 5 squares?
That's 4.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's still medium.
So yeah, the autocannon and the LRM-15 are in short range.
No, the LRM's in minimum range, so you take a +2. You relatively don't want to shoot that close range, but
Yeah, you got +2 to your difficulty with the LRM-15. You're in short range for the AC-10, and you're in medium range for the medium lasers.
That's why the LRMs are usually shot.
so
It's a +3 difficulty for the LRM.
So should I not bother
6,
firing the
5, 4.
LRM?
No, I
Do you reckon I just fire everything else?
Yeah. I'd
Yeah,
save the
so
SRM
you start-
as well.
yeah, so you start at 3. He jumped for modifier 2, so you go 5. So your short range is 5, medium range is 7.
Right.
So your autocannon will be
So sorry, which one are you shooting at? Panther 1 or Panther 2?
The one up here.
Okay, Panther 2. Okay.
so your autocannon will be have to hit with a 5,
Right.
and then your mediums will be with a medium SRMs will be with a 7.
A 7. Okay. Right. Okay. Autocannon then.
I'll hit location 8, which is left
Left
torso
torso.
for 10. Does not crit if it goes through.
Doesn't matter. That hits the SRM rack and blows the whole mech up.
Oh.
Bow.
If
What?
that torso gets blown up, it just blows up the whole thing.
I mean, it has a
ammo.
25-point SRM ammo pack that has 24 rounds of ammo left.
It- yeah,
24 times 4 times 2 is the amount of damage that
So
mech
if-
takes.
so if you lose the torso that the ammo is in, it just automatically blows up the
Yeah,
mech.
you take
Unless you have a
when
case.
you take a critical, when you lose a torso, when you lose any weapon, any part, you take criticals to everything that is in there.
Oh,
Like I said, if you lose your arms on your Devastator, you die. On
Good.
Dev.
right.
Yeah,
I
'cause-
tried to impress that upon you several times over
No,
the last few weeks.
I
It's not if the Gauss rifles get hit. It's if you lose the arms because the Gauss rifles are in the arms.
Let's capture that Wolverine, guys, because that's.
I don't want instinct anymore, guys.
Wolverines.
I'll take it.
All right,
So
so yeah,
next
you
step-
literally you don't even have to fire the rest of your weaponry, although you've already committed to firing it, so you'll build the heat for it. But with just your autocannon shot, you scoop into this panther and it fucking explodes instantly.
Good job.
Everyone's getting their first kill.
The panther is jumping forward, and then as it's landing, it falls over to the Warhammer's fire. And as it's trying to stand back up, doing push-ups on the ground, you slam into the torso, and a ball of nuclear fire explodes at the back end of it.
Isn't that James's second kill?
I think
No,
so.
this is first.
Sure. Didn't he get a kill last week?
I thought he had one last week.
I thought so too.
Pretty sure he did.
Yeah,
don't
he has,
know.
he
Yeah,
literally
he's no
has,
SidAlpha.
he has two- he has 200% more kills than SidAlpha.
Yeah.
With only
It's
1/25
fine.
of the episodes.
Sid, just go ahead and shoot this.
0.5 time spent.
I don't know if I killed anything last week. Did I? No, I killed.
I thought you.
I thought you
this
killed the
shot.
down
I killed
Jenner.
him. Yeah,
Yeah,
I killed
you
him.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jenna. You
Sorry, Sid.
finished off everything I was not killing.
So I mean, Sid, you could, finish that one guy off. No, you might be better off.
Hell, next round you'll finish off this panther when I kill it. When I finish.
The
fucking
Well, I need to
Wolverine
kill
and the
this thing
Dragon are
before
going
it
to fire
shoots.
on the Devastator.
Come
Yeah.
at
Okay,
me,
that's not going to be
bro.
great for me.
You just have to turn and it won't be able to hit you even if it's up on here.
Alright, so Wolverine starts at 3. It's shooting at medium range for most of its weaponry.
Jumping gives it makes it 6.
6.
I didn't move, so it
Only
doesn't
2
add anything.
spaces, so actually I'm in short range for pretty much
Yeah.
everything. Except that small pulse laser. Okay, that'll do it for me. So I'm at set 6, and that's it.
Nobody.
And actually, the pulse
They're all
lasers
pulses.
all are at -2.
So you need to get hit 4s.
4, 4, 6, and then 6, 6. So we'll do large, medium, small, SRM, SRM.
That's not gonna be great for me.
That's not bad. All right, large. That's a hit. Area 4. Your right arm is taking.
That's not one. I think it's 9 for large.
Yes, 9.
Yeah. It's a large pulse. Yeah.
It's not great.
Well, I only build 1 heat during all of this. 2.
Really? After jumping 5 hexes?
Yep.
I want that Wolverine.
Get ready.
Wait, no, I killed the general last week.
Nope, that's bad. All right, medium laser misses. Small laser needs a 6. Double hit. Area 9. Left leg takes
Okay, that's
whatever
fine.
the shitty damage of a small boss laser
I think it's
is.
probably 4.
It's 3.
It's still 3 for pulse. Interesting.
No, I think I killed the general last weekend.
Oddly enough, my legs are more armored than my torso. That's
It's fine English.
Yeah, no.
6 on a
Just trying to think about
SRM,
it.
rating 5
yeah.
is 3 missiles. The first one will hit.
Kill Silicon.
Center
Center
torso.
torso.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think I killed anything last week. I'm not sure. I can't.
I think
even remember.
English killed the Jenner last week.
Yeah, and I remember
Right
killing
arm.
the pilot.
Missile 2 is right arm.
Can you not hit that?
Missile
arm?
3 is
Center
center torso.
It's not great. I don't like that arm being hit.
No, I
That's
don't like that either.
Super too
We
bad
need
for
to stop
you,
that from
buddy.
happening.
That's horrible. I feel so bad for you.
I want to jump down.
Yes, please jump down.
Grand Dragon. I guess I got ERPPC. Medium laser now.
Why is that couple?
Which?
That's rough.
You don't have anything to hit me with the Grand Dragon? That doesn't sound right. Oh, it has. Oh, it's two
There's a
two
shit
medium
ton of
lasers
stuff
on
on
its
its
rear.
back. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Look
Yeah,
at
it's
the
rear-facing weapon
Combine,
curse.
command mech. So it's assumed that people will get behind it. All right. Well, ERPPC
we'll
is
just
great
shoot
to
it
start
from long
with.
distance.
3. It ran, which brings it up to 5. I think that's it.
I mean, it's short range for
Yeah.
ERPPC, so.
Yep.
That's it.
All right, 5. You fucking kidding me?
Yes!
Spending an edge to re-roll.
No!
Yes, that's much better.
Left leg.
Left leg for 15.
That is perfectly fine.
Oh, sorry,
I
it's
mean,
left leg for 10 because it's an inner sphere one.
Oh, well, all right, that's better.
And then medium
Wait, it's an
laser.
inner sphere? Then don't you have minimum range penalties?
No, 'cause
No,
it's an
ERPPC doesn't have
ERPPC.
medium range.
And 12 definitely hits.
Yeah, it's not.
And the
That's the left torso.
4, 5.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
And I think you need to make a roll to stay standing now.
Yep.
No, yes, because
Yes.
yes.
Make your roll. You're good.
Yeah, that would.
All right.
That would do me.
You guys are up. Should have 2 people left.
Yeah, we got me and Rad.
Okay.
Sid, I don't know who you want to shoot at, to be honest.
To be honest, it's the same roll for me whether I'm shooting at the dragon or the catapult.
I'd say shoot at the catapult.
All right, I'll shoot at the catapult. Actually, it's not quite the same roll. I can. It's the same roll for the LRMs for either one, but I don't think I can. 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hexes.
You could do the switch targets
That's
thing
one.
and then shoot your medium lasers at the blackjack.
Yeah, that adds difficulty, and I'm already rolling at 9s for the LRMs.
Oh, okay.
No matter which mech you're shooting at, you have a wave of woods between you.
Mm-hmm.
Which they're
Yeah.
heavy, so it adds +2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I factored that. I'd be rolling at 9s for my LRMs with either target.
All right.
I'm gonna go after the dragon though, because I can bring my medium lasers to play.
Okay.
So I'm rolling at 9s for the LRMs and 8s for the medium lasers. So we're gonna start with the lasers.
Hang on.
So we got
I don't think they can hear us in chat.
I think it's
No,
just one person.
I think they got to reload.
Yeah.
so 2 medium
Sorry.
lasers. That is a miss. That is also a miss. LRM 1. That is a bad miss. And that's a hit.
Okay.
She didn't set Alpha Strike, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see,
Okay.
cluster rating of 6. So that's 12 missiles hit.
And
So
the
the
crits.
first 5
First
pack
5
goes
hit right
into
leg.
the right leg.
Okay.
Second, next 5 go into the left arm.
Okay, no, that first,
Left
those
arm
first
is
5
gone.
didn't crit. No.
All right, and then the last 2 points go into the
with
left
the
arm.
left arm, so go to center torso if it's gone.
Wait, did that right leg go internal?
Sorry, where did you say that the last one? There were a lot of
Left
people
arm.
talking. So left torso
Sorry.
for what? 5?
2.
Okay. Okay.
And that's all she wrote.
All right. You just managed to pull out a not SidAlpha strike. All right. So what do I have left? Catapult and Griffin. Catapult is going to fire on the Devastator.
You could not. Oh, that's an upgraded.
I
Griffin.
could, but
It could go for the Axeman, who's probably less of a hit.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
Sorry if I'm asking stupid questions. You know the size of your cluster hits? Do you know?
there's a chart in the
there's-
lower left-hand corner.
Yeah, no, I see that, but it says weapon size. How do I determine that?
So your
Yeah, so you
SRMs
have-
is a 4. So you
Yeah,
have to be looking down. 4.
across the type, you have 2, 4s, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 20. Yours are the LRM 15s, so you'd be rolling on the 15 line, and
Or
then
your
the
SRMs would
die
be
roll. And then let's say you roll a die roll of 10, so you go down to the 10 range, which means on an LRM 15 that would be
Yeah,
that's it.
Brilliant. All right, thank you. I just couldn't figure out how to figure out my size of the cluster, I guess.
All right, so this is short range for LRMs. I have 1 set of trees, and I jump, so it's 8 for both LRM 15s. That's a miss. That is also a miss.
It'll be
So the catapult sails majestically through the air.
15s.
As it begins landing, it turns its boxy missile launchers up and begins arcing them out towards the Devastator, a massive target that's not moving, so it should be easy to hit. So easy.
But the trees get in the way.
But yeah, the trees get in the way, of course. The Red Dragon, as it falls down, the missiles hit the trees all around it, and it becomes covered in sawdust and sticky tar.
Giant splinters.
And Griffin, I think, is probably going to shoot at the Axeman. 7, 8. All right, 3, 6, 8. And 8. I can do that. So let's do large pulse laser to hit for 8. Nope. 10 for the LRMs, also no. Alright, Rad, you're up. Your mech is charging forward. Dozens of tiny, almost invisible darts of laser energy are scattered behind you as your after images from running so fast absorb all of the laser darts, and the LRMs just plow into the ground in front of you.
Yeah, it's perfect. Actually, I run my jump jets anyway, even though I'm running, so it just looks like they're boosting me forward even faster.
That's not how that works.
That's how it works in my heart and in my mind. Now I gotta decide if I want to shoot this little chess pawn here or not.
The least you could shoot would probably be the large
Rad's like,
pulse.
can I get an extra XP and start catching up with the rest of the party?
Well, the real question is like, how many more turns can I ignore him before I kill him? Because I'm gonna kill him. Like, it's gonna happen. I just maybe wait
AC-20
for
the
it.
pilot, huh? Is that what we're doing here?
If I had the ammo, yeah. I don't have any great shots, so now might be the best time to just go ahead and spend my turn killing a pilot. But instead, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn and I'm going to shoot this blackjack in the back
Okay.
That'd be
with
great.
my large pulse laser, and that's
That
going
would
to
be
be.
great.
It has 1 unit of cover because of the...
Oh, it does. Dang, that's okay. I'll still do it anyway. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 minus 2. I need a 7 to shoot him with my large pulse laser.
All right, good
Not
luck.
bad.
Burp.
Don't SidAlpha this. You SidAlpha'd it so hard.
Didn't get it.
You
okay.
fire your
I'm not
pulse
sure how I
laser
feel
cross
about my
body as
name
you're
being
running.
used as a verb indicating failure.
Look, we're about to go on break, and I want to tell you the story of a man. I played Pathfinder Society for many years, like 5-6 years. I was running 5 to 7 games a week for all 5 of those years. I had hundreds and hundreds of games. And there was one guy that kept joining my tables, and his name was Ket, and he fucked up constantly. And so I called Massive Failures Ketting, and it caught on in the community, and hundreds of people were saying they were ketting whenever they fucked up. And one day, Ket was like, "Could you stop using my name as a verb?" And I was like, "It's too late. It's already viral, bitch." If you like that story, you can go to Twitter, and I think his name on Twitter is still @KEHD, and just be like, "Stop ketting."
Wow.
Look, you might be mad about verbs, dude, but let me tell you something. I am a verb meme generator. Let's talk about Dan time, which is where Dan doesn't show up, and then I don't have any shows for a week. Okay, look. I know we haven't had long in this combat, even though we're a half an hour into when we should be taking a break. We're probably not, like, again, we did 1 round before the break. So again, we're not going to finish this combat this week. But we'll be back for the second half in about 8 minutes, because I got to go take the garbage out, and everyone will be late coming back anyway, so... Stick around, enjoy the break music, watch some pretty fan art that people have made over the last 5 years. We'll be back.